Dolphins Today is sponsored by Kanzuri. You can get an extra 15% off at kanzuri.com/chat. Promo code chat. We'll tell you more about the height-boosting shoes later on today's show. Welcome in to Dolphins Today. I am Will Scott. We're talking about some Dolphins news on today's show. But before we get into it, I need your help. Go and share this video. We're kind of having a competition this week at Chat Sports, trying to see which channel can get the most shares on Twitter. So here's how you do that. You're going to click the share button below this video, select the Twitter icon, click post to Twitter, and then at me on Twitter, at WillScott44 for a shout out on a future show. So if you share the video on Twitter, at me on Twitter, at WillScott44, you're going to get a shout out on a future show. Go and help me out. Share today's video on Twitter. Talking about Tua Tagovailoa to begin the show, it is official. Miami has officially picked up the fifth-year option on the former first-round pick out of Alabama. Now, we heard about 2 weeks ago they were going to do this, but they have officially done it today. The team making the announcement over Twitter after a stellar season for Tagovailoa, over 3,500 yards, a 65% completion percentage, 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. And that was just in 13 games, by the way. So he missed 4 games, 5 if you include the playoff game, and still put up really good numbers. And I'm going to reiterate what I said 2 weeks ago when this news broke, that this is 100% the right decision. This is a low-risk, high-reward type of decision that the Dolphins are making. And you know what? If Tua has health problems next year and doesn't perform well, misses more time, then maybe next year you look to move on. You're only locked in to that 1 year in 2024. But if he does perform well, you got him on contract for another year. So the Giants, as we're looking at the highest paid quarterbacks here, the Giants made a mistake not picking up Daniel Jones' fifth-year option last year, and they had to write him a $160 check. So, Daniel Jones is getting paid $40 million. So, Tua Tagovailoa at $23 million per year is an absolute bargain. And I think we're going to see Joe Burrow and maybe Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson maybe reset the market at quarterback this year. So, the Dolphins, if Tua Tagovailoa performs well, they want to extend him. They'll have a pretty good idea of what that's going to cost next year, maybe even the year after. Tyreek Hill tweeted this after the news broke, saying, "Let's get to work, Uno." I'm fired up. Tyreek Hill loves his quarterback. And if you love our quarterback, go show him some love down in the comment section. Type Uno down in the comment section. Spam Uno down in the comment section. I want you all to comment it a lot. Shout out our guy Tua Tagovailoa, who just had his fifth-year option picked up. Now that's out of the way. Go get him a right tackle. It has been a week since free agency started, and the Dolphins have not signed a right tackle. And it's very annoying. Now, the moves that Chris Grier has made, they've been impressive. But the right tackle position was the biggest team need for Miami coming into free agency, and they have yet to address it. Taking a look here at the best right tackle still available, Isaiah Wynn. I would very much like to steal him from the Patriots. He kind of had a down year this past year, but he's still better than anybody on your roster at right tackle right now. Cameron Fleming, a name to watch, did a decent job in Denver. The Dolphins have been linked to George Fant. I would not be surprised if they signed Fant. I think Wynn and Fleming are both better options. And then Brandon Shell is someone else to watch here, who is the Dolphins' starting right tackle a lot this season and only gave up 2 sacks, did a serviceable job filling in for Austin Jackson. So I've said all along that I'd like to bring Shell back as the backup swing tackle, and maybe sign Isaiah Wynn to be your starting right tackle. We'll see what the Dolphins opt to do. Want to shout out today's sponsor, Kanzuri. Fellas, are you tired of feeling insecure about your height? Kanzuri makes shoes that can add up to 2.8 inches to your height discreetly. Women get heels, makeup, push-up bras. Why can't men get a confidence boost as well? We're all the same height lying down anyway, if you know what I mean. Kanzuri shoes are not only height boosting, but also stylish and comfortable. They're not grandpa's Velcro shoes, but fashionable shoes that can receive compliments even without the height increase. The height insoles are integrated into the shoes, making it the ultimate height hack. For a limited time, Kanzuri is offering our viewers an exclusive discount, 15% off on top of their up to 30% site-wide discount. Use code CHAT at Kanzuri.com/chat to get 45% off. Don't wait any longer. Upgrade your shoe game and your confidence right now at Konzuri.com/chat. When I want to get high, I put on a pair of Kanzuris. The link is in the comments and the description of this video. I'm 5'9". I haven't grown since like the 8th grade, so Kanzuri's finally making me feel 6 feet, which I can certainly appreciate. Also appreciate if the Dolphins would sign a damn right tackle. Have I said that before, Coop? Right now, Austin Jackson is your starting right tackle. And look, I think AJ still has a little bit of potential, but he struggled when he's been on the field, and he got hurt last year and barely played. He's not reliable. Keep in mind that the right tackle is protecting Tua Tagovailoa's blind side. You got to get somebody reliable there. I'm very disappointed they didn't make a run at Caleb McGarry, Mike McGlinchey, or Jawan Taylor, some other guys that were options at right tackle. Brandon Shell is still a free agent. Would not mind bringing him back. You did re-sign Kendall Lamb. You did re-sign Jerron Christian. They'll compete for spots on this roster, but you really got to address this right tackle position. We'll certainly continue to monitor that. Again, they've been linked to George Fant, and I would not be surprised to see Fant brought in. I would have mixed feelings about that, though. I wanted to get into this news as well. Adam Schefter tweeting this out this morning. Bills signed former Dolphins and 49ers wide receiver Trent Sherfield to a 1-year deal. This hurts. I really like Sherf. He did a great job as the Dolphins' third wide receiver this year. I didn't even know if he was going to make the team when they brought him over from San Francisco. Not only does he make the team, he outplays Cedric Wilson and was the Dolphins' third wide receiver this year. We'll get into his stats here in a second, but he set career highs in yards, receptions. He had a breakout year for the Dolphins. I would have loved to have brought him back, but after the signing of Braxton Berrios and River Craycraft, I'm not surprised that he's gone to another team, but it really stings that other team is the Buffalo Bills. I'll talk more about that in a second. Subscribe, though, if you want more Dolphins news and rumors. Hit that subscribe button below. We've been keeping you in the know with Dolphins free agency news. Producer Coop was with me the other day. I did a video from the sports bar. We're watching March Madness. I was a couple beers deep, but I still got the Dolphins fans a video. And that was a great day of March Madness for me. The next 2 days, not so much, but at least Gonzaga won last night, my national champs. Subscribe if you want more daily Dolphins news and rumors. Hit that subscribe button below. Let's talk about Scherf. Again, it was the best season of his career. 417 yards, 13.9 yards per catch, 2 touchdowns. One of those touchdowns, of course, was one of the best moments of the Dolphins season, that 75-yard touchdown in the first play against the 49ers. When that play happened, I thought the Dolphins were going to win the Super Bowl, and then they lost 5 straight games after that. But still made the playoffs. Still a decent season for the Fins. Taking a look at the updated Dolphins wide receiver depth chart, you could make the argument that Braxton Berrios is going to be the third wide receiver. I know I slotted him there the other day, but Cedric Wilson is getting paid more money. So I'm going to go with Ced as a third wide receiver. This is a really solid wide receiver room. Yeah, it hurts losing Scherf. Yeah, it stings that he's a Bill. But you have 7 pretty good wide receivers here. And by the way, none of these guys are free agents now. So you've re-signed Craycraft. You've claimed Freddie Swain off waivers. They'll probably carry 6 wide receivers. If there's an odd man out there, it might be Freddie Swain. But we'll have to wait and see. I really want to see Eric Ezukanma get more involved this season, the 4th-round pick last year at Texas Tech. Rate the Dolphins wide receiver room right now. Scale it 1 to 10 down in the comments section. I think it's one of the best rooms in football, if not the best. I'm going to say 9 out of 10 right now. Hopefully Cedric Wilson has a better year, and hopefully we see more of Eazy-E. I mentioned it stings that Scherf went to the Bills. He's not the only one to join the enemy, if you will. Thomas Morstead went to the Jets, and now the Jets are trying to trade Braden Mann. I don't know if a punter's ever been traded before, so good luck, Jets. Mike Gesicki is a Patriot, and then Trent Sherfield is going to the Bills. And also the Bills are interested in Brandon Shell, so that is something to watch as well. The Bills might not only take Trent Sherfield, but also steal Brandon Shell. So we'll continue to monitor that situation. Either way, it's been a pretty solid free agency for the Dolphins. Obviously, the big splash was landing Jalen Ramsey in that trade with the Rams last week. Albert Breer kind of reported how that trade went down in Sports Illustrated. Here's what he said. I'm not going anywhere but there, Ramsey told his agent, David Mugetta. So make sure that's where I end up. There were teams willing to go further than that, but the Rams wanted to do right by Ramsey, and they also knew what Ramsey himself did, that no one would trade for the corner without knowing Ramsey would sign off on the deal. So Ramsey wanted to be a Dolphin. Now he is a Dolphin, and he is a part of this really, really good Dolphins cornerback room. I remember looking at the depth chart before free agency, and I'm like, yeah, this room has to get better. It's gotten a lot better. Jalen Ramsey, X, Cater probably going to be your starters there. You bring back Nick Needham, which is huge. True Williams is going to be healthy. I don't think Noah Igbenogany makes this team. Justin Bethel is a free agent. He was good on special teams. I doubt they bring him back, though. But this Dolphins cornerback room is stellar right now. And I think X is going to be a lot better next year under Vic Fangio. Great Dolphins free agency so far. Type A, B, C, D, or F down in the comments section. It's an A-. It'd be an A+ if they got a right tackle. I cannot say that enough. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're going to continue to have you covered with Dolphins free agency news and rumors. There's still some needs. There's still some holes to fill in this team. So be sure to subscribe. Stay in the loop. We're going to get you guys a vid when the Dolphins make another move.